Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. How are we all? Morning to Harley. Bless her. She's sitting there. So it's a Monday. Monday. How do we feel about it being a Monday? How do we feel that it's Monday today? There's a lot of things, because obviously I don't come on board at the weekend. So for one, how was your weekend? Number two, good morning, Claire. How are you, sweetheart? Number two, how was the full moon for you? And then also, it's the 1st of March. So how do we feel there? So there's a few things I would like to ask out there, and if anybody wishes to comment about how their weekend has been, how the full moon has been for them, and how do we feel that it's the 1st of March? How does that feel? Good morning, Belinda. Good morning, Sunita. Good morning, Janet. Hope you're all well, ladies. Nice to see you here. So yeah, it was a very interesting weekend for us. We had the full moon altar that we do live on Facebook for everyone to participate, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking over at it now. It's superb. It's really nice, and it's so nice to have people's energies in our space. So that is beautiful. And then yesterday I had a beautiful workshop with the basic crystals. It's a kind of magic. So that was really nice. 3 lovely ladies who did some real good connections. Really nice. So that's good. And then obviously Exeter in a whole, we were a little bit shook up by the BOMB. So yes, I don't know whether I'm seeing a lot of videos of the detonating of the bomb. In Exeter, we discovered a World War II bomb that was still active. And when I see the pictures of them detonating it, or the videos, it doesn't look very controlled to me. There's a lot of debris that has been gone up with it, and you're seeing things going all over the houses and things. So yes, I was reading some reports, and those who were in the radius, who were being evacuated, they weren't allowed to take their pets. They weren't allowed to take them because they were going into hotels, and hotels don't allow pets. So yeah, there have been reports that there has been windows that have been smashed through the force of the explosion. I mean, we're about 1.5 miles away from where it was, and our window shook. It was really loud when they let it off. So yeah, there is some structural damage to some houses near the site, and yeah, I just hope that those animals are safe. Let's put that out there. Morning, Joe, and everyone. It's been an awful weekend, one to forget. Oh no. Well, that was February, hun. We're now in March, so let's forget Feb. February's gone. Here's March. Good morning, Tara. A lovely weekend. The sunshine on Saturday was beautiful. Very powerful moon. Definitely new things starting. 1st of March feels like new beginnings for me. Well, I'm glad you say that, Tara, because I realise it's a Monday. I realise we've just had the full moon, and it's the 1st of March. So I thought that today I would do 4 cards. I would give a bit of insight, because roughly there's 4 weeks in a month. So I thought I'd pick a card a month, just for today, just for a bit of what's going to happen over the next month. Something to consider, something to think on. So, which just blow me out of sync, because for me, I always start things anew on the new moon. So we've just had the full moon. So we're halfway through the moon cycle, but we are at the beginning of a month. So it's quite interesting that you said you feel like new beginnings for you, because Bat was the first card that came out. So the first week of March, Bat has come. And how weird that there is a full moon there. So from the full, so this really interlinks. This is really, when this came out, I was like, oh, you were definitely for today, because there's the Bat, there's the full moon. And the Bat, for me, symbolizes that rebirth after death. So again, for you, Joe, when you said that that was an awful weekend, put the nail in the coffin of that weekend, bring in Bat for this week, allow it to bring in that new chapter, that new phase. So, right, okay, that was that, this is now, let's move on. So we've got Bat. It might still be a little bit cold for them. I don't think they'd be fully out of Hybo just yet. I think that they'll be in their roosts still snuggling, even though we had gorgeous weather over Exeter. But I think it might still be a bit too cold for them. But nevertheless, you know, think of the Bat flying at night. It's pretty unique. The Bat is our only flying mammal. So think of that. What is your uniqueness? What is your niche? Who are you? And what's that special thing that you've got? Also, they've got quite gymnastics. They're quite acrobatic in the night sky. You know, pitch black, but with that brilliant echolocation, they can twist and turn. And so even in the darkest of our days, we can still twist and turn and find our way out. Sometimes we don't need to use our eyes. Sometimes we need to use our mind's eye. But going in and out, dipping in and out, yes. So Bat has come to us for this first week. I'm going to do 4 cards today, 1 for each week, because it's the 1st of March and we've just had the full moon. So the first week, let's think of the Bat energy at the moment. Let's think of what needs covering up. What do we need to just let go of? What do we need to bring on board? What's that new energy? What's that new something? Okay, and there is something new there. We know that there's something boiling. There is something bubbling there that is new, because Snake is coming to us for the 2nd week, and Snake is all about transformation, shedding that old. So what we're thinking of doing this week, the following week, is going to happen. But there's also that spiritual ascension with the snake. I always go on about the energy in between your base and your sacral, that is like a coiled snake, and it coils around that energy and then ascends, that kundalini, that kind of awakening. So in the 2nd week, we'll be having those that we're waking up to maybe our potential. Remember I said uniqueness in the Bat. So that thing that is Ange, that thing that is Lucy, that thing that is Tracy. What is your uniqueness? And this is what's going to bring out that potentialness in the second week of March is, okay, transformation, shedding what isn't you and let people see the real you. But there might be some spiritual attachments to this. So it might be something that you want to work on, whether it's tarot cards, oracle cards, whether it's mediumship, crystals. If you've got that, okay, I think that's the avenue I want to go down. I think I might want to explore this. Then the second week of March, we should feel that stirring. We should feel that, okay, brilliant. And I want to say we're going to start something new. We're going to start something new because in the third week, we've got Earthworm. Now, Earthworm is all about prepping your bed, prepping your seed beds. Okay, earthworms are great fertilizers. They are great gardeners. They are great at turning that soil, bringing in that nutrients, bringing in all that loveliness that's going to help things grow. So Earthworm is coming to us in the third week of March to, once we know what our potential is, once we know that uniqueness, then we can start prepping. We can start having those beds coming in, okay? And with a good fertile base, with a good fertile soil, whatever we plant in there, they're going to grow, they're going to fruition, they're going to bloom. So it's always important that whatever we're going to do, we make sure we've got a good solid base that's got that fertile soil that's going to grow. Okay, there's no point putting seeds in an unprepped soil. They're not going to germinate, they're not going to grow. So make sure the seeds in our mind are being bedded in a prepped bed. Also, Earthworm signifies a newbie, and bringing about those school days. You know, those school days when you're learning something new and you're not confident and you've got those butterflies thinking, oh, I'm not going to get this. That underconfidence, that, you know, because it's something new. But Earthworm is there to say, yes, you might feel that, but that's natural. It's part of humans for us to, when we do something new, for some reason, we think that we should know it, but it's new. How can we know something that is new? So, yeah, we need to just take that out and remember, okay, I've not done this before, so don't be scared. And we're going to feel it now, because for me, it's been many years since I've been at school. So sometimes we can get that attitude of it's too late to learn something new. But Earthworm is coming in to say, no, we can learn something new. We can do that. And then finally, at the end of the month, at the final week of March, Bear is coming in. Okay. Now, by the end of March, all those lovely creatures that have hibernated, they should be stirring. They should be coming out. And especially these guys, the bears, they'll be coming out. They'll have their new cubs with them, if they're mothers. If they're fathers, they're going to have some hungry bellies to fill. But this signifies that once we've found our uniqueness this week, once we've found our way out of the dark and into the light, and we've done that transformation, we've shedded our skin, we've let people see us, and we have done the prep work, then Bear is coming in to signify that coming out of the cave, that spiritual awakening. That, I mean, I'm saying spiritual awakening, but that's because I'm on a spiritual pages, but it could be anything. It could be anything that we are cooking. It could be It could be gardening. It could be whatever. Okay, so when I go onto a spiritual level, if it doesn't resonate with you on a spiritual level, take it to, counselling, a new project at work, a new challenge in your team building at work. There might be a new challenge there. You're going to come out at the end of this month with that strength, that courage, and that confidence, because that's what Bear exudes. Whatever this project is, whatever we're doing, we might have that dip. We might have that dip with the earthworm to say, I'm too old for this, or this is too new for me, or I can't do it. I can't do this. I can't do this. Yes, you can. Bear is coming in at the end of the month to say, I'm here to support you. I'm here to provide you with strength. I'm here to provide you with confidence and courage. We're doing this. So the end of the month, we're going to see the way that we are. We're going to see that path that is perhaps going to set out for us for the 2021. Okay, this is where I'm going to go. Okay. So just a run through. We've got bat and we've got snake. And then we've got earthworm. And then we've got bear. But again, I've given you what these mean to me. Most importantly, while I've been waffling on, is for you to look at each of these and think, how do these fit in my life? Okay, I can only give you my interpretations. I can't give you yours. So if anything I've said resonated with you, great. But if something resonates more with you, please go with that, because that is how these cards, these animals speak to you. Okay. But it looks like it's a good month. It looks like there's going to be a change. There's going to be that we're getting rid of, because even though we are fully in 2021, we're still in that slumber. Oh, I don't know. I'm there saying it's the 1st of March. I still feel like I'm in January. So it's very slow for me to get off. So this month, for me, I'm thinking, brilliant. Okay, I know where I'm going to. So I hope for you guys, you find something in that. It's the month. We've got the spring equinox in this month. So we're going to feel that warmthness. We're going to feel that. This weekend was the first weekend I actually felt like going outside, having that sunshine out there, that glow, that warmth. It was just leading me outside. I didn't have to force myself or make the effort. I just like, nice, brilliant. So, yeah, let me just read some of these comments. Good morning, Ange. I hope you're well, sweetheart. Lucy, you're early. I know, because I've realised I'm early because I'm neglecting my Instagram, dudes. I don't do nothing like this on Instagram. So when I finished this, I'm going to be going live on Instagram, and I'm going to do the same for them, but I'm going to reshuffle the cards. So it's not going to be the same thing. Well, it might be. Can you imagine that if I shuffled the cards and they were all the same? So I'm going to go on Instagram after this. I'm going to concentrate on Crystal Fornicopia. So it'll be Crystal Fornicopia on the Instagram page. I'm going on there. Just do something short, because I've never done it before on there. So I can't imagine there'll be many people on there. So, but you've got to start somewhere. So that's my challenge. That's my challenge this month, is to engage more with my Instagram page and to do lives on there and to show people who I am, because people on Facebook know who I am. Those on Instagram might not. So that's my way of coming out of the dark, seeing the light. Let Instagram see me. Do that transformation. And yes, it's going to be very underwhelming, because here I've got people watching, I've got people commenting. Over there, I'm going to be someone brand new. So they're perhaps going to be like, who on earth is this man? So, yeah, but I'm going to be channeling the bear. I'm going to have that support, that strength, and that confidence through this month to connect with my Instagram people. So that's mine. That's where it's going to link in with me. And yoga is a lovely inward practice. I need to get on. Yes, I need to get onto yoga. I've been dying to go yoga for ages. Tracy Dunning, hello, sweetheart. Hey, Dan. Beautiful weather and stunning, powerful full moon here in North Yorkshire. Beautiful. Super strong, happy energies for me. Good. The shedding of what I no longer need. And space for the new. Hello. It's coming to you, Tracy. It's coming to you. And healing hairdressing. Ooh. Wonderful. Good morning, Joanne. I hope you're well. Tracy. Eek. What a wonderful month to look forward to. Bring it on. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Tracy. Absolutely. I think that there is, link those cards into your life. I've just given you an example of how it's going to link in with mine, with what I'm going to be doing this month. So, yeah, I'm glad that it resonated with you, Tracy. Have a great, and then tomorrow I'll be doing my normal cards of the day. So, yes, we'll see how some of those might link in with these weeks. The week of the bat, the week of the snake, the week of the earthworm, the week of the bear. Danielle, how are you, sweetheart? I felt the same. I felt a really nice shift this weekend. It felt lovely. Good. Yes, there is that. Tara, great cards, Dan, and a real journey for us all to embrace for March. Thank you. That's it. And if you think about the month of March, let's march on. Let's get those feet said. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. March. We're marching on. So yeah. What's your Insta page? Oh, bless you. I have two Instagram pages. I have Dan Rocks, which is our business page for the crystals, and then I also have Crystal Fornicopia, which is what I'm also. Some of you might be watching me on Crystal Fornicopia, because there's a Facebook page as well as an Instagram page, and the Dan Rocks Crystals Insta seems to be doing okay. I need to do a bit more on that. But my Crystal Fornicopia one is a little bit, so I need to bring that up a bit. I need to let people know who I am. So yeah, that's where I'm looking to there. Claire, thank you. Lovely cards. New challenges after the cleansing full moon. Yes, do. And like I said, I've done really well, because normally when I'm talking about new chapters, I normally start with the new moon. I normally start there and do that. But it just felt right to do it now, being so it's a Monday, so it's the start of a new week. It's the 1st of March, so it's the start of a new month. And we've just had the new moon. So we've just had that charge. We've just had that. We've had a power up, we've hit that mushroom. No, don't eat mushrooms. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you not to eat mushrooms, because I love mushrooms. But the mushrooms you get from supermarkets, not the ones you get from Bodmin Moor. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Lol, March into March. Was just thinking the same. Yes, do it. March in. So yeah. What great cards. What else have I got to say? Not a lot. It's Monday. Nothing is happening today. I've got my lovely ladies at 10. My Monday morning ladies, where we come together and connect with crystals. Tuesday, nothing. I'm just going to be doing my live cards. Wednesday, I've got my live cards. Thursday, I'm hosting the healing circle for Oasis. So I'm doing that Thursday. I'm going to sneeze. Muted just in time. So Thursday on Oasis, I have, we're doing a healing circle. Elaine did the first one last week. I'm hosting it this week. Thank you, Tara. Thank you. Yes, and also tomorrow will be my mindful meditations. I'll have a mindful meditation. So one of the cards that I pull out tomorrow will be what we'll be connecting to in that meditation. So if it was bat, then we'll be guiding through a meditation to meet our bat. That is Tuesdays. Tuesdays is our guided meditation. Wednesday is my children's workshop. It is my last one because I know through the circumstances, things are changing, things are marching on, and the kids are returning back to school. There's no room for me in the national curriculum for the school. So, yeah, that's going to be my last one on Wednesday. The children will be connecting to Unicorn. We're going to be doing something mythical, so Unicorn is going to bow us out on Wednesday. But I've loved it. I've loved that. I think the kids have loved it. And I think the parents have too. So I have said I will be back for the holidays. When the kids are on holidays, I will come back and do some more for them if they want to. So, yes. And then Thursday is our alternative meditation at midday. And last week we listened to, we've gone to Australia now because we're listening to music and finding what music is resonating with us to meditate with. And we had a few bumpy weeks. We had a few divides in the camp where people liked it, people didn't like it, which is good. It is good because it means that we know what we like to listen to. And now we've gone into Australia, and last week we listened to some didgeridoo that, it was beautiful. It was so good. In fact, I listened to it last night, the full track. It was an hour and a half. Where's my crystal? There it is. So I went upstairs, I went to bed, and I had my eye light, which is still upstairs, and my topaz, which is still upstairs. I had the eye light on my forehead, I had the topaz on my throat, and then I had me smoky citrine celestial. I had this on my chest. Now, normally I don't sleep with citrine, so I thought, this is a bit daring to take this up, even though it's smoky, but I'll take it up. And I slept so well. It's such a beautiful piece of meditation music. It just took me away. I did share the link on my personal page. So if anyone is thinking, what are you on about? Go back onto my personal profile and you'll see that. But yeah, my meditations are still going ahead this week. I will be asking people though this week, how are they still fixed for lunch times? Because if people are going back to work, if people are going back to a sense of normality, then I don't mind moving them till the evenings if it makes better for them. Do it about 8 o'clock time when the kids are gone to bed and you need a bit of me time. I don't mind coming on and doing it then. So I will be bearing that in mind and seeing what works best there, because if we can shift it, we'll shift it, and that's perfectly fine for me. Right, I'm going to go over onto Instagram before I go on to Zoom to meet my Monday ladies. Guys, thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you so much for commenting, for interacting. I love it. If it wasn't for you guys interacting, I wouldn't be doing it. So thank you, and have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. Hope to see you through some point of the week, but if not, have a great one, and see you all soon. Bye bye. I need to end the broadcast, Daniel. Don't just wave.